Alright, hey everyone, Noah Walker here, back with my video series Accumulated Knowledge for Team Cardhoarder. Here we are in our third match of Miracles against Elves, against fellow Team Cardhoarder member Chris Andersen. And you're on the draw this game. So I think that this hand is a keep. Top is great, obviously. Plow is also very good. And Jace is okay late. There's Brainstorm. Think it's an easy keep. It's nothing particularly impressive, but it's a solid hand, so kind of stick with it. Yep, that is fine. Alright, Tundra and top. Ain't got much to do on our turn, so if he just goes off with a glimpse or something, then we're actually dead. But I don't think that it's worth it to use the plow there anyways, so it's not like there's realistically anything I can do about him just going off the glimpse, and it's not really likely for that Elves to be able to kill you on turn 2, so I think I'm fine here. Man, that old Windhorn Elves. Just look at it. Just like multiple elves. One card. That's pretty much, as elves as it gets. I'm going to look here, because if there's not a Terminus on top, then I actually just want to crack this fetch land. Because we need to find something really good in a matchup like this, so. Alright, yep, turn pass. So let's say here, he cracks the Windswept Heath for Dryad Arbor, then I'm just going to Swords to Plowshares it. And the reason I'm doing it right now is so that he can't protect it, and also it's like, I think it's better to plow than the Elves, as weird as that seems. Just because it doesn't also count towards the Gaia's Cradle. So like, wow, he's just going off the glimpse here. Like maybe he has, oh wow. Sentinel, wow. So like if we'd removed this, then he would have, I guess actually both are a creature and something that tap for mana, like when it comes to removing the elves or the land. But the land, I didn't actually think about it as hard as I maybe should have when I was doing the play. But hopefully he just fizzles here, because if he doesn't, then we're super far behind. Like super far behind. So this is turn 3 through me having a Swords to Plowshares, and I think that I'm still dead. Like, it's just crazy how powerful of a deck Elves is. But if he misses on a couple like draw steps with lands and like glimpses and stuff, then we can survive. But it's not looking very likely. Yeah, just continuing to go off. Again, if we don't die this turn, and then like we have a look at 3 cards for Terminus, then maybe if there's a fetch land, to look at more cards. So it's gonna be pretty hard to win through a Wirewood Symbiote, though. That card is serious. She gets to let him bounce Elvish Visionary, untap another elf, play the Visionary. Yeah, it's just, Wirewood Symbiote is so good. It's like the reason to play an elf deck for sure. It's like, it's crazy. Yep, visionary. Natural order got us. For greater hoof. And we dead. 24 dead. I could have saved the plow for something like that, but I didn't expect to die, honestly, after casting a plow. But, ooh, wow. That's so sick to see. It's like, if we're not dead that turn, we just upkeep, like, see 2 terminuses. Wow, that was brutal. That was a brutal way to just be dead. Alright. Well, yeah, I've just been hearing a lot of, like, and just thinking, like, I've never played Miracles in a turn or anything. And I've never played Elves in a turn either, but I've just like heard so many like Elf players after the round being like I hate playing this deck. Like there's so many Miracles decks, and I've heard so many Miracles players be like, this round I just got to buy. I played against an Elf deck, and I've just been getting destroyed over and over again by like this Elf deck. So maybe I'm just super dumb and like don't know how to spin tops and cast Miracles, and that's probably very true. I'm not the best at this Miracles deck, but it's just like, if the matchup is this good, like, why do I just keep getting killed? Like, maybe Cran's just really good at Elves, which I think he is a pretty good Elf player, but, like, you know, I'm just getting stomped right now. But anyways, let's move on to the board. Alright, here, I'm gonna just take out all the Terminus, get it super aggressive. Yeah, no, we need that card. Never mind. JK. No, so I think Venser is still fine to take out, and I think Entreat isn't great either. Maybe you want to keep in 1 Entreat just because it's hard. It's hard. It's a tough life out here to find a win con. Maybe I could take out one of the Snapcasters. That seems a little crazy, but I think it might be okay just because he has Deathrite Shamans and Scavenging Use. So bring in the Plow, bring in the Moats. I'll bring in one of the Fluster Storms this time. Now let's try this out. Maybe we'll like win more than just like a game against this deck ever, but probably not. I think this hand's a pretty easy mulligan. It's like already a 6-card hand because it has 2 Karakas, and Karakas is a legendary, obviously, so that's not going to work out so well. And it only has 1 blue source, and it happens to be a fetch land, so I think this is a pretty easy mull. This hand's pretty bad too, actually. It has counterbalance though, which is really good in this matchup, and it has a force. And it has like any lands, so I'm not going to mulligan to 5, so it's a keep. Oh, there's a top. That's quite lucky. This hand just got infinitely better. Went from about a 4 to like a 7. I guess this is what top does in this deck, though. It's like if your deck is like pretty meh, but it has top in it, then it just does good stuff, so. Like, I feel like Miracles is like, when you look at it on paper, you're like, man, this deck seems really shitty. Like, how do people win so many games with this deck? Oh, no. Cavern. This handful of, like, counterbalance force. And you just turn 1 Caverns us. That's super unfortunate. It's not over yet, of course, but Cavern is a big beating in this matchup. Fire off top and just shit to turn. So what are we gonna need here? We're gonna need this top to look at like Terminus for sure. Like a set of other good cards too. It's like something great is what's gonna need to happen from this. Visionary is good. So I guess here he has to decide whether or not, he wants to, like, get greedy and use a death ray to apply more pressure. Because he has the cavern in play, so basically he can always, like, stick something for sure off of the cavern mana. I'm going to look, though, because if there's a terminus on top, then there's not really any reason to force this. But there's not, and there's also not a land, so that's super unfortunate. I think I'm going to use one of the forcibles. And I think I'm going to pitch Counterbalance here, just because he has Cavern in play, so he can just play around Counterbalance like every single turn of the game. Alright, yeah, draw the Brainstorm. And just pass. Ooh. Okay, this is a crazy play and probably pretty bad, but I'm just going to Brainstorm here, not looking at what the third card is, and then put 2 cards back. I just want to get literally 1 card deeper in my deck, is all this Brainstorm is doing. Happen to get rewarded by it being a fetch land, but like normally I think that play's just greedy and not like exactly great. But I feel like our hand was pretty clunky, being Brainstorm, Force of Will, and we need to find something good. We need we need a Terminus here, so I think taking the risk for our third card to be something good for us, like right there we were definitely looking for a land. A fetch land specifically was the best option, but doing anything like to get 1 card deeper so that we can look 1 deeper with the top, I think is worth it in that position. So ooh, Xenagos, Tundra, look with top. If I like see a blue card that's worse, like I think that Spell Snare is much worse than this Brainstorm here, so I'm just gonna draw the Snare. And then force pitching it. Alright, so this ended up okay, actually. I figured that the Cavern would just basically be end all be all. like he would just play, like, add 1 more threat a turn and just, like, attack and use this Death Ray, and then we'd be dead, but been getting good value out of that handful of counter spells to begin with, so. Let's play a top here and ship. Really hoping for a fetch land here. Obviously, Terminus is better than fetch land, but I just mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, just a mere fetch land would even be good, so. What will he cast? Alright, yep, take 1 from the Visionary. The Sentinel's fine. Not really doing anything. Really hoping for a Terminus here, though. Ooh, Symbiote. Snap, land. I almost just want to, like, play Brainstorm on my main phase. I just feel so far behind here. I guess here he's just using it on. Ooh, he hit the Force of Will. That is obviously bad. Oh, unless he's using it 2 times. Just gonna look. I think I tapped poorly there, but Play the land, which is maybe even bad. I just figure I want to play the land because I'm going to be drawing this and then snap brainstorming. So we're really not getting anywhere on our turn. But, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm just going to snap brainstorm now. Over here, I actually ended up... Oh. So this was dumb. And the reason this was dumb is because now he can just use the Deathray Shaman to get a black mana. And then... Yeah. And then bounce a guy. Then untap the Deathrite. And then use it to eat the brainstorm. So that was just super dumb. And for some reason I was under the impression that I would be able to cast a Snapcaster Mage, but clearly that was not the case. And I was quickly shown why. But yeah, I should definitely not quit my day job of Grixis Delver, because I just trashed at this Miracle Stack. Because as much as I've been playing it too, I just don't feel like I've gotten all that much better at it. I just keep getting beat with it, so... What are we looking for here? We just need to have there be a Terminus in the top couple cards, or we're pretty dead. It seems like that's about where we're at. I wonder what he's doing. I guess just casting Visionary again. He's definitely getting a lot of value over here, but it doesn't seem like he's doing great things with the board. Visionary, yeah, that's fine. Just cast Visionary again. Might as well. Cast another Symbiote first. Then bounce the Visionary and cast the Visionary. Figured it out. He's done it all. Wow, he could even cast another Visionary if he really wanted to. He could exile a land with Deathrite Shaman, bounce a land with Crane Ranger, untap Dryad Arbor, attacking me with Wirewood Symbiote. Seems like a foolish attack. I'm just going to block with my Snapcaster Mage. I guess putting me at 10 is better than me being at 11 for him, because that means that it's just 5 Snapcaster activations away from killing me. But I don't know if that's the most relevant thing. Yeah, I knew 2 of those cards already. Yeah, this is just going really, really poorly. Like, this game, I'm not sure there's anything I can do. Unless I find, like, I mean, obviously, Terminus is something I can do, and that would be really good. But I just feel so far behind here that even if I find a Terminus, I think I'm dead. Add 2. Play Visionary. That's fine. Alright. Yep. Take 4 down to 6. I could draw an ambush with the Snapcaster Viper, but it's not very good. Probably just gonna bounce a Visionary, untap Death right here, eat the Force. Okay. Okay. I guess it's kind of surprising to me, like how. All right, let's look one last time. It's yeah, Snapcaster, Brainstorm, and a land. So just gonna have to draw, play a Brainstorm, look at the top 3 with top. Just put back Snap Land because these cards don't do anything. Look. Another Brainstorm. Play a Brainstorm. Put back. Snapcaster Mage. A land. Play a Tundra. And pass. So here it's like Terminus has to be our 3rd card, otherwise we're dead. Because I can like... So yeah, definitely in response to that I'm going to Brainstorm. But if Terminus isn't our 3rd card, yeah, then we can't even activate the... Use the top to look at the top 3 and then draw Terminus. So like it just had to be that 3rd card, so I'll do it anyways. Take a look. Yeah, we're dead. Just gonna concede. So again, failed to win a match with this Miracles deck, but it was definitely fun to play. Definitely really hard. I just keep losing to everything with it. As much as I thought Elves would be a pretty good matchup. It turns out like either I'm super bad at sideboarding with the Miracles deck. Maybe I haven't quite figured out like how I want my like the configuration of my deck to be after the match.